Hello traders, just a very quick update from myself because we had some really interesting price action and in particular some stuff going on with the CVD that happened overnight here following the short squeeze that we had yesterday and then the subsequent consolidation. So if you were watching the live stream that we did yesterday at New York Open, you'll know that we got into a really nice long position here that took us up into this supply zone of 31k. But after that, okay, things started to look, they were looking almost too bullish. And I was saying this during the stream, like, things look too good here. It feels trappy to me, and I don't feel comfortable with the way that everything is looking. Charts were looking very constructive, and there was basically a bias from myself that we were going to see continued move to the upside. Now, I actually had to go out after we took this trade here. But I noticed some really interesting stuff that was going on the CVD. So hopefully this explains to you some of what we've seen and the reason why we have seen this move down today. So I want to take you over here to the CVD. Okay, this is the agri trade. What you see here is the price, obviously with the candles. You see the green line is your spot CVD and your blue line is your perp CVD. And really it is spot that we want to focus on here. So you can see the short squeeze, all right? You can see spot selling as price is holding led to a pretty sharp move up. Then again, you get spot selling as price consolidates, led to another sharp move up. So this short squeeze mainly initiated by the spot market, but also you can see perps just what we were getting on perpetuals was just a lot of short positions getting stopped out, getting liquidated. Now, after that, this is where things got, much more interesting. So following that, you had a lot of buying going on here. Now, whether this is organic with the news that we had of the ETF, tiny little ETF that was going live yesterday, but whether it was to do with the news there and people being like, oh, I'm going to buy Bitcoin, or whether this was just a manipulated or manufactured move in order to get this next move down, we don't really know. But what we had is very clear spot buying at market, but price not moving. And this is what is important here, okay? So this is market buying into limit sell orders, okay? Limit asks, limit offers. So we had that bounce into golden pocket. Perpetuals not really doing anything, okay? The blue line not important. It's what was going on spot. You can see the consolidation, okay, and this showing basically an exhaustion of demand at this level, okay. Price was not able to continue and it was being held down by those limit orders, mainly on the spot market. Now, every time this then started to drop, we saw the sell-off during the next consolidation, okay. So you can see that price starts to consolidate, spot starts to sell off, spot starts to sell off, sells off, and then where we see now is a big sell-off overnight. So this is really interesting for myself because it shows that there is exhaustion up at the highs here and that price has to revert back down into an area of demand. And this becomes very technical. So we'll take this back over onto this chart, first of all. And what I want to do is just draw a fixed range volume profile for the whole range that we have. Now, I've got on here a developing POC. So you can see where the POC was previously, and this then starts to form a B-shaped profile here, okay? You can see two very clear areas of, first of all, supply, demand. Now, price was attempting, it seems, to push up and get a break of this range. However, with that exhaustion, you saw that POC shifting up, and very often what happens as the POC shifts up, there will be an attempt to push price away in continuation, the direction that it was going. But we got that rejection, lost that POC, and then naturally price then reverts back down into demand, which is where we actually have some confluence down here. So there is where the POC was. This is where there was the highest amount of volume traded within this whole range, signaling that there is certainly interest in this level. And here is where it shifted up to. So you're left with a very clean B-shaped profile on here, which likely gives us, well, one of two scenarios that is going to play out here. We are either at this stage going to fill out the middle and turn that B into a D, where we see if this level of demand here at 30,100 can hold, then we're almost inevitably going to say that we'll form a little bit of a smaller range here between that 30,100 and 30,600 that starts to fill out this section of lower volume that we have in the middle. Or if we then lose this and we come out of this area here, then we are going back down to the next level of demand, okay, the next area of support, which again, if you look here, it's kind of clear where there was consolidation. So it becomes quite clear where we're likely to end up, which is around about that 20,900. And also if we go over onto our TPO chart over here, we can see that we have that MPOC from basically that final impulsive day up. So once again, if we are going to lose this at this stage, having lost well, we're still in an uptrend clearly, but lost that little local uptrend that we were in yesterday, coming back in, testing this demand. If it holds, range and then continuation higher. If it fails, a quick drop down to 28,900. So that really is, yeah, that's just a brief update of what I've seen overnight here and going into today. We also had, so anyone who is in the crew, you will like this one because it was a very clear and very straightforward VWAP open drive. Okay, you can see on the daily open a quick spike up. You lose the daily open afterwards. We can go down onto the 1 minute chart here. Quick spike up, lose daily open, and then VWAP drives it all the way down towards these lows. So a pretty decent Asia session for anyone who did trade that. And we are now finding ourselves at an area where there is confluence here. So we have the POC, the old POC of the range, which may again switch back down here at some point. We have clearly golden pocket region, okay, coming down all the way into the 786 there, and this starts to set up for some harmonics and that kind of thing. So yeah, it leaves us really with two scenarios. Consolidation here and holding support, holding demand would be considered bullish. Okay, I would expect that then to hold within this area, start to fill out this profile, and once that is done, we can expect to move higher. Or if we are going to move down, I think this needs to get lost fairly quickly. You don't really want to start building support again in this area. So we'll lose this POC, get trapped below it, and then a quick move down here to 28,900. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you on the next video and stuff. Bye.